Welcome to the Hostyle Podcast. I don't like intros, so let's get right into it. Uh, let's start with the Cenat XQC situation because I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, it's I hold on. So basically Kai mad at him or something. Hold on. He like okay. So this is the thing. He called him a beggar and then said like he's a fraud for being nominated because he begs for subs.
Okay,
And then Kai basically was like, "Yo, like you put no effort on your stream. You're just sitting around doing bullshit. I actually put effort." And
okay,
I was pissed. I don't know the full story. I have to watch a vid and like I don't know. I don't think we got time for that.
okay. Okay. Let me get this straight. You don't even know the situation.
I
you thought
was supposed to watch it yesterday. I was supposed to, and I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about this no more. I
okay,
really
okay.
don't care. Like,
Okay, let's switch. Let's switch now. I'm still on the topic of Kai Cenat. uh the whole Kaisen not girlfriend situation, right? What you know about that?
yeah, the girlfriend one.
Yeah.
I just remember that apparently he brought up his girlfriend. I don't really know if it's really true or not, but I know one thing I know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It connects to one of those points that we had. Famous people have an obsession with stuffing hoes and fucking hoes to the
Okay.
point that it's to their detriment
Okay.
every time.
Like the thing I don't get, and here is my 2 cents because I don't know a lot about the situation because I just saw like on stream he brought her out and then like she was all shy and shit and she was hiding behind him in front of the camera. From that's the only clip, and from that clip alone I checked the comment section and then everybody's going like Kai's cooked, Kai's, and I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I've lost my touch, I lost my whole vision, I lost like my ability to sense this shit, but I genuinely did not see the problem, bro. I have no idea. But like that's just off that one clip that I saw. Everybody was everybody in
Ice
comment
cooked,
section. Huh?
ice cooked how? Like I don't get it.
They were just saying Kai's cooked, like, oh, like this girl's gonna be the death of him, something, something.
Is she a like because like he's weird or like she a thought? Like what?
I don't know. I literally don't know. Like that's the only
I
clip I
don't know.
saw, and they just started saying, oh yeah, Kai's cooked. Uh, that girl gonna cheat on him. That girl gonna gold dig him. Some shit. And I saw from that clip alone, which was the first clip of her ever appearing or even being mentioned or being revealed. So this was at the beginning. This was at the nexus of this whole situation, and and off rip niggas were like, "Oh yeah, she gonna ruin this nigga." I literally couldn't get it. I don't understand.
I don't know. I know one thing. As soon as she's out, the first time I saw her online was on Insta, and
Mm-hmm.
then there was a picture of her and him, and then right, it was half the fucking freaking post. The other half is her in like some on a yacht wearing some lingerie ass fucking swimsuit, and I see pum pum lips through the fucking shit. He's
Whoa,
cooked.
whoa!
Maybe they're right.
Oh, I did not see that. What? I did not see that. I did not see that. Oh my gosh.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. That's normal. That's normal shit. Like, but that's the thing. That's the thing. They're obsessed with it. And I'm not saying people can be like, oh well, you're judging her. Like, I don't give a fuck. He has a track record fucking whores. Look at what happened to he literally got caught up in a situation like a year ago, fucking a straight up porn star, an actual porn star, like OnlyFans porn star, and then she started talking about, oh, he paid for the pussy and shit like that. Whole detriment to his brand. Whole detriment. He's success, bro. It is horrendous. It's how much people at the top are obsessed with fucking hoes, bro. They can't even comprehend going for a normal person. They have to go for the freaking whores, bro. The ones that can really destroy their lives all types of ways. I don't get it. When
Yeah.
you up, you gotta protect that money. That's why I see all these people have so much money and so much success in the business world. A lot of them, yo, they be hitting all these hoes and shit on the low. but they never cuff. Their real wife, hold it down for fam every time. They know who to cuff not to. I don't know why when it comes to other shit like the showbiz, yo, you go from comedian to goddamn streamer to basketball player, they all cuffing horrendous hoes. I don't get it.
Now, speaking of that, we can transition over to the whole Travis Hunter situation.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, this guy. There's two main points I wanted to hit on. The fact that this, okay, actually there's three. I First, we got the whole situation of him driving her to college parties while he was still in high school, by the way. He was in high school, she was in college. He's driving her to college parties and then letting her go inside and just waiting outside, right? Maybe I don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to say letting her go inside because you know how people like to twist people's words. Watch her go inside like a good little boy and wait outside for hours because these parties last for hours. So he's out there for hours. He could be on the pitch training. He could be taking late night jogs. He could be doing something with his fucking life. But no, he's outside in a car. Maybe in the cold. We don't know what season this shit was. This nigga spending gas money. Just the prospect of this shit is just, even if he didn't wait outside, the fact that you brought her there to
BJ, you want to talk about what happens at parties? You want to say an example, or is that too like close?
what, like, it's very simple. A nigga would put your shorty like a nigga will pick her up by her armpits, put his hands under her armpits like a baby, and he'll pick her up, and then he'll he'll lay her down on the kitchen counter, put coke in her belly button, and then snort the coke out of her belly button, and then everybody would laugh. Ah! That's a party. That's a college party. You're a shorty. I'm not even gonna get into the things that they're gonna do upstairs. You should infer from what you should infer from what I had just described just now, what the hell is gonna go on upstairs, right? So we got that whole thing. Then you got the fact that this shorty, while in a relationship with this guy, while in a relationship with Travis, out here liking Anthony Edwards' post and putting heart eyes under like in his comment sections. And then when she got caught, she deleted the comment.
Oh my gosh. Like it's really hilarious how the same like nothing is freaking new under the sun. Nothing. The same shit keeps happening over and over again, even at this with the same person. They never learn, they never improve. They just keep doing it like robots. I don't get it. It's like wisdom is like $1 million is expensive to buy. Like they can't learn or some shit. Like I can't believe that him, a NFL prospect, is waiting. No, it has to be fake. Is waiting outside while he's out in there partying, taking ass on other men for sure, 110%. You saw that what type of shorty she is, how she acts, who she freakens with, how she was in the music video with that one rapper. Yeah, apparently, she said, "Oh, I was with this one rapper, right?" But like, it doesn't fit the timeline of when he said, "Oh, we were together for 5 years." That makes no sense. In the timeline, that means that he's getting cut. A freaking generational prospect, a man with so much in his future, but he can't see his self worth. That's the problem here. Too many people doing shit. They don't know their self worth. They don't. They sacrifice their whole mental, and they don't even know it because they think they're nothing or some shit. Like you are literally a prospect, and then you are going to be on your knees for some random shorty. You can have anybody you want now. Oh, you couldn't get the girl before? You can get her now. That's the whole point of why they were on his ass. Because literally, you could not bag her before. Why is she interested now? Why? And plus, the funniest part, people don't know. how certain people will like, no matter the gender, they will have a stand up person right beside them in a relationship and do all types of dirty shit in the behind the scenes because they're like, oh, I already found my the one that like I can that'll like give me all their energy, money. Oh, I don't need that. Now I can like fuck around and all that shit. And then when I want to be stable, I can. And they'll be sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'll be there until you're stable, even if I am stable. Makes no sense. You should go for stable people while you're stable. I don't get it. Motherfuckers always go for the unstable people and and be like, oh, but I love her though. Oh, I love him though. He's a drug dealer. She's a whore. He gangs bangs. He kills people. She literally goes to clubs and then doesn't answer your texts until morning.
That them bitches, them bitches be having like 16-hour naps. Oh yeah, I was asleep all day. Type shit. Type shit. Yeah, whatever. I've been in that field. I'm a boss man. I know what's up, nigga. Come on, bro. This shit, like, it's like all the comments are saying. It's a canon event. This, when niggas say niggas need experience, this is the experience. You know what I'm saying? This is just an inevitability, right? It's just a shame it had to happen to him. You know, his future is so bright, and it's just a shame that it happened, that it had to happen in this certain time frame where he's very fresh, beginning his career, all that shit, and he's the most vulnerable he is, like, he'll be in his life. Because right now, like I said, he doesn't have the experience. So he's naive, and he's going into this like, just not oblivious, because he knows every nigga that has been done dirty, deep down they fucking know. They just they just refute it, because it's better, like, in their minds, it's better to be with shorty than to not. So even in the back of their mind, they know, oh, she might be doing this, or she might be doing that, or she guaranteed doing this shit. It's always better to be with her, because the nigga's so fucking smitten, so fucking naive. He doesn't understand his own fucking worth. He doesn't understand that, hey, like, it's not even a matter of worthiness or deserving. Like, you don't have to take this level of disrespect. Like, you don't have to. It's not that you deserve respect or whatever. You might deserve respect, irrespective of deserving respect or not. Irrespective of that, you don't have to be disrespected in such a manner. You don't have to be in these scenarios, right? What niggas don't understand is that they don't have to be with these shorties. They don't have to have a shorty. They don't have to fuck anything that moves. But they don't think that critically. It's always just want, want, want. It's always just my dick, my dick, my dick. Like, and then
It's not always that. It's sometimes it's like they feel like they can't get better, or like, oh, if I go back to the dating scene, I'll never find someone that actually wants me. Period. They have no self worth, and that's like for all types of people. Self worth, self esteem is low, and that directly impacts their way to vet people, or more like their standards. Their standards go very low, but at the same time, how the internet works, it manipulates their mind to have high standards in the wrong places and super low standards in the places they should have high standards in because of low self-esteem. It's like a mm, poison cocktail of hell. It's bad. It's really bad as fuck. That's why people say the dating scene is horrendous, and we are blessed, blessed that they found the one before shit got even worse, and that's crazy to say, bro. A lot of people, like a lot of people, bro, I've seen on the internet. The internet is not real life. Like, there's real people, real couples, real like long term couples that are real, and then they really say their opinion. They look at this shit and they're like, "I'm glad I got out when I could." But some people want to stay in that game, and then one day you get the mentality like, "Wait, he wants to stay in this game," and then you still want to fuck around with her. You have something going on in your brain that is not freaking screwed in right. have a problem. Like these guys, these girls, they go for people that they're not committed to their own lives. How are you gonna expect them to commit to yours?
Hey man,
How?
it's like, and the fact that he's sitting there on the internet defending her, talking about why don't y'all worry about y'all girl? Like I hate that defense, cause the thing niggas like I have a girl, right? So what now? So what now? Like this nigga talking about, why don't y'all go get a girl? Why don't y'all go get a life? Like nigga, I'm employed. I have a girl. Like nigga, like we're not coming at you from a standpoint of we're jealous or that. Like nobody's trying to, like the nigga can't see it, but niggas are trying to save him, bro. Niggas are trying to like get
Don't
him
stop.
out of the darkness, and it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's a futile effort. Like you gotta say
Exactly.
something because you see the bullshit, but like the nigga he's done. He's done. He's done.
You know what's something I don't believe in? I don't believe in it all. Because now I used to believe in that. I don't anymore. It happens, but it's not like, oh, it's like a event that needed to happen so he can grow. These motherfuckers keep doing it. For example, if I bring up the Brittany Reiner situation when she baited an NBA player to get her pregnant and then left him, right? He went online berating the fact that before and after the pregnancy, oh, I'm going to get a rich NBA player or sports player that get them to get me pregnant, leave, and then get money. Consider what type of mentality and fit she was pushing before. After she started flexing that she did that, flexing that she entrapped that young man, and plus the worst part is she was low key predatorial with that shit because she was vetting him from since like high school or college or something. I forgot. So she was really like just like spawn camping, all types of shit. He knew that shit. He felt that shit. He lived through that shit. Guess what happened? He went fucking. Oh yeah, this guy. I see an article. Yeah, he got a new girlfriend. She's an OF shorty. Come on, they don't care. They don't care. I I I literally went through a whole situation with a fucking whore trying to say he paid for pussy and shit. It was crazy. Everybody he got heat for that shit. Guess what? He's going for another shorty that has some. You know what I'm saying? I don't care anymore. They have no self respect. They don't care. They don't. They're self destructive. They got so much clout and emotion. They don't know what to do with it. It's really what happened. They don't even know what to do with themselves. It's like how much NBA players, sports players, after like 4 or 5 years after they're done with their sport, they get broke again. Same mentality. They're not there for self preservation.
Like I wonder,
I
like
digress.
that's the shit I wonder. Like, have these niggas ever rejected a woman in their life? Because I don't understand that. Like I've been in scenarios and I've seen scenarios of like men rejecting women. So it's like it's not like oh it's because they're men. Men will fuck anything. It's not even that. It's like it's really like what will it take? What will it take? Her outwardly showing you that she's like on timing, on a timing that is going to be detrimental to you and your kids if you have kids with her, or if you already have kids, it's going to be like on a detrimental timing to you overall in life. And yet you're like, oh, it's whatever. Okay, is she gonna have to kill your puppy? Like what does she have to do for you to be like, okay, this is a line? Cause her own self-respect, not just like throwing herself out there like some type of thing to be bought or whatever or used as bait. You literally using it as bait to lure people in. But like that's not enough for you to say, hey, I'm gonna just back off this woman. She's clearly not someone I would want to marry if I want to like excuse my French, avoir une vie saine, like to have a good life, healthy life. Like
Yeah.
that's not enough. I'm genuinely curious. If I were to be able to ask one of these niggas, what the fuck does she have to do? Seriously, what does she have to do?
Um,
She got to cuss out your
I can
mom.
answer for them.
You said what?
I can answer for them. She gotta Lip injection. Gotta have the BBL. Um, Yo, if she don't got an OF, I can't see that pussy for $5. I can't cuff. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and I have to have reviews. Like if my whole team didn't hit, I don't want them. That's really just it.
I don't understand niggas like that, bro. Bro, like if I heard, if I was talking to a shorty and I heard, oh, your homeboy cracked that, it's fini, it's done, it's done. Same shit with those phase
Bro,
niggas, bro. Like they be passing around shorties, like, oh, I hit this shorty. This nigga Lacey keeps talking to her. What? What? Like, what are you
hey,
talking
you know
about?
what? You know what Baby Keem say, bro. You know what? You know what I'm saying? I always got that in my head. You know that shorty who fucked OVO. That other shorty, she fucked LL Cool J. She fucked this. She fucked that. Everybody knows. You know who everybody knows. You guess what happened? They still want them though. They still fiend for them though. And you know what's crazier? That's their goal. That's their goal. They want to rack up money, influence, motion, all that shit to have access to those women. Really?
And the
They
fact that
want
these,
access to it.
like, the thing is, it's the fact that these women don't. It's like, how do you not internalize that you're literally a pass around? Like shorties like this would literally still have self-esteem somehow, or a projection of, or like an illusion, like an air of self-esteem around them, like they pretend like they have any amount of like love for themselves. Like, stop fucking lying. You're literally a pass around. What are we talking about? Do you not understand? Like, you, no, they do understand. You understand that they are using you for sexual liaisons. You are a glorified sex doll. You have a personality. You don't have a. I'm sure you do, but to them you don't. To them you are a object to be thrown around. How can you stand for that? Fuck, like, as a woman or whatever, as a human being, how can you stand for that shit, my nigga? Money,
Hey,
baby daddies, congratulations. Your mental health is
to
shot,
be
gone. And these the same shorties that gonna make pages telling other women, giving them advice. From who? A glorified sex doll? Self-made? Glorified sex doll? Congratulations, you're self-made. You're a self-made glorified sex doll.
that's the thing. I don't honestly I don't judge them for real. I just judge you trying to self-destruct your whole thing when you're like trying to like get up in the world. That's doesn't make sense. But hey, they do their thing. They know what they're doing. They hey, whatever. That's them. But I feel like there's something wrong with no one people that know what type of timing they are and they still frequent them, and two, people that look up to them like they're role models or some shit. That's the biggest mistake. These there has have like average people that look up to people like this. They look up to them and they want to emulate that type of behavior. Why? You're not even at that type of like you're not even like them. At least they're doing something. There's like interactions where like oh they know they're being used for their body or some shit, but at least they get monetary gain and they don't they don't care about who they're fucking. They just want to fuck and then like they just paying for it. Okay, what about you? You're a normal person. Why do you want to be a guy that does all types of shit to make fast money, all that shit? Just for what? Just for self destruction. Why do you want to be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch, all that shit? You're a secretary. Relax. You're a teacher. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like you work at Walmart. Relax. These are not real. This is a whole new world. That's a other world. Like don't let that world affect you. Too many people let that world affect you to the point that even their kids listening to crazy shit and then watching crazy shit is crazier. There's a difference between listening to Ice Spice and Ice Spice pulling like Ice Spice fucking pulling up to to your home and shit. Yeah, I'm talking Kim K. That's crazy. Ain't it crazy to me? I don't even care. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like these people have no shame. They don't have no shame. They have no intellectual conceptualization, conceptualize what you need to do to move about the world without getting screwed over. It's like, what? It's like, am I and then if I talk like shit, it's not like, oh, it's not like, oh, I look on people like, oh, I do that. And I know everybody struggles with knowing what to do or not to do. But at this point, it's like, bro, you're walking straight into fucking gate of Hellheim, and then the devil's like, yo, come in with his ugly ass, and you're like, oh yeah, I bet. You're just walking into, you're just jumping into a pit with no end, black as shit pit. And you're like, oh, let me jump in, see what's under there. Stupid.
And the thing is, I know for a fact that they see this shit happen to other people. They go down these certain paths, and their lives end up terrible, and they witness that. These people witness these things happen with their own two eyes, and then they have the hubris to go down the same exact path. Come on now, bro. Like you got under what pretense, under what idea do you think, oh, that shit ain't happened to me though? For what?
You know why? Because like literally, if you every time someone's like, "Yo, I, uh, I want to," they're living like on some shit like, "Oh, like I don't do that, I don't do this, I think like this, I think like that," and it's stable and it makes sense. They call that corny. They call that "Oh, you're not fun." Oh, they call, "Oh, you're not like him. You're not like my favorite person. I idolize, so you're not cool." Even though not cool or being cool does not fucking matter at the whole grand aspect of life. What does it
Holistically,
fucking matter?
holistically being
Y'all are
cool is
grown.
like
Y'all are grown, bro. Y'all are grown doing this shit. This is some teenager shit. Okay, teenagers do that shit. I don't care. Y'all are grown ass motherfuckers thinking like this. Fuck.
holistically, like this whole cool shit is just really, like you said, bro, it's juvenile. It's like, okay, I'm cool. Now I'm homeless. Like what? Like, okay, I'm cool. Now I got six baby moms and more child support than I could ever have in my lifetime in terms of money. Like what?
Out here, people out here prioritizing Gucci Gabbana, goddamn all types of shit. And but their family is starving though. They don't have no pension plan going on. They don't have money to the side for for their kids, goddamn college or even high school at all. Fuck college, not even high school. They have money on the side. They are literally living life through all types of freaking inadequacies and think, oh, it's all gonna end up fine. And when it doesn't, guess who they blame? The world and not their fucking actions. No account of fucking ability. It's crazy. And that's the whole point about all of this. If you don't have if you don't have accountability, you'll never change and you'll keep doing repeating the same bullshit you've been doing. That's why we keep seeing all these top motherfuckers get screwed over and then do the same shit the next fucking moment. Dumb shit.
Okay, let's move on. Let's segue into that Shamik Moore situation.
Okay.
This nigga Shamik Moore kept shooting straight air balls towards his co-star Haley Steinfeld's way, right? Shorty getting engaged to, like, I think he an NFL player. Shorty getting engaged to him, cool type shit, cool. This nigga, this nigga hears about their engagement and makes a whole like not ominous, but like a whole vague ass tweet talking about, oh, new people to meet, new opportunities, new I got more shit to do. Like what, this her their engagement has nothing to do with you, bro. You shot straight air balls for years straight. Years. That's what people don't realize about this Shamik Moore shit. He been doing this shit for years, at least 2 years. Ever since the first Spider-Man, the first Spider-Verse. He been doing this shit. Like, come on now, bruh. And then this nigga wanna make a post with like that one girl from Spider-Man Homecoming, the shorty who played, I think her name is Liz Allen. The shorty who played that girl, right? Posted up with her. That shorty also getting engaged. That shorty is also getting engaged. She tells him, "Hey, yo, take that junk down. You're a weirdo." And then this nigga, first he makes a Travis Scott ass apology, just fake as fuck. The nigga don't even sound like he mean it. And then he keeps all the posts up. So this nigga,
He's such a weirdo, bro. That is crazy.
and
I
now
was thinking like, how did you end up the first Spider-Man to not date the Mary Jane actress? Now I know. He's actually weird,
now
bizarre,
people are talking
and
about
thirsty.
uh people talking about this not my Miles Morales, this not my Miles Morales, bro. Like nigga, oh he's actually causing such a like none of this should have happened. He's just a fucking sick, like he's a sicko, bro. Cause how many times Shorty
This
gotta
is the
tell you
thing.
no? How many times Shorty gotta
This is the
look
thing.
uncomfortable around you? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. I don't understand is when you someone says no, it's no. It's not like no. It's no. You fucking stop. That's weird. Like not weird. That's borderline weirdo shit. I wouldn't even be surprised if he tried to touch her on some weird shit. Like I'm not even gonna be surprised. You know how Hollywood works, yo. When someone says no, they're not interested. You you should be like, fuck, man, like my dick's off now. Like I don't fuck with that. Like, she doesn't fuck with me. I'm gonna stop talking to her and keep it professional. Or if like you talk to a coworker and you're like, yo, you might want to go on a date. She's like, nah, I got a boyfriend, or like, nah, I'm not interested in a relationship, anything like that. You stop. They're like, oh, I like keep it pushing. You being thirsty ain't good for you because now everybody knows, oh, he's a thirsty ass. You know what I'm saying? That's bad rep for the whole goddamn company. Because if one girl says, oh, he's thirsty, nobody's gonna fuck with you. If you end up if you end if you end convos like acceptance and then you end like for example if you get fired at a job, right,
Yeah,
and then you like get in your feelings or like a job, you do a job application and you do interviews and you don't get accepted and you get in your feelings and shit like that, bro, nobody in that place will ever hire you again. Like literally, maybe they might call you back like, "Ew, actually, it's been a couple months, but now we need people, and I feel like you would sit now." That's not gonna happen. And if you go to some place similar, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what do you think about this guy? He used to work at your place, right? No, he's very emotional. He broke stuff when he got mad. He got fired, and they're not gonna pick you up. That shit spreads. That shit is not good. And it's not good for your behavior as a like normally. If you act weird in rejection, you're definitely weird during interaction. Am I tripping?
yeah.
So yeah, don't do that. How you take a rejection is how you are as a person. That it really is. Like how you take L's, how you take rejection, how you take like when life do you dirty, bro, and how you react to that is literally how you are. It is gonna define who you are. That's facts. That shit can change. You could be a weirdo like him, and then be like, "Yo, you right, Shifty, you right." Switch up, and then you'll see life gets better. Straight up. That's it. You act like this, bro. You're gonna end up as a on the registry, bro.
bro,
That's where you're ending at.
bro, if I gotta add something, bro, don't listen to women, bro. Cause I swear listen, I don't want to take nothing out of context, but I had a conversation like this with my sister. Cause I got into like a little fucking disagreement with my girl, right? And then my girl was basically communicating to me, don't talk to me, right? And I complied. I didn't talk to her, period. And I wasn't about to hit her up first. I wasn't about to hit her up when she's when a shorty says don't talk to me, when a shorty says no, the ball is in her court at that point if she ever wants to talk to you again. Just like how Shifty said with the job interview thing. The ball is in their court. They have your resume. They can hit you back up whenever, right? My sister talking about, you gotta hit her up. You gotta see if she's okay. Fuck no, nigga. As men, y'all gotta take no for no. Period. Your girl breaks up with you, It's not no please, please. It's okay. Blocked, deleted, done, done, bro.
Because this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. I hate because women, yo, I ain't have that convo with women, but there's a lot of instances where there's videos out here and shit, and they always say women are complicated. No doesn't mean no. Oh, you have to really push to see. That's how women are. We're complicated. Shut the fuck up. Y'all are grown ass women. Y'all are not kids. If you don't have emotional intelligence enough to goddamn convey your feelings to your partner, because when you're with a partner and also actually you want them for long term, you have to have communication. So if you don't communicate your feelings, guess what's gonna happen? Nothing. You're gonna be broken up because it's not gonna end up well. Duh. You have to tell them what's wrong or what's not right, and shit like that, so y'all can adjust and keep it pushing. If y'all don't have the time to adjust because you don't want to communicate, is this going to end up like as a bad relationship that will fall, crumble? I hate this. Oh, let's play it like this. Play a game bullshit like this. Y'all are too grown for this shit.
Yeah. Like I remember like experiencing something like that. Like Shorty told me no, and I kept pushing. Like, but I was like that that scenario, like just after pushing once, I had never done that before in my life, right? I pursued it further even after like Shorty was like, nah, I'm not interested in this anymore. After that, I like that was a wake up call for me. I was like, okay, no, this shit dumb. Just doing it once, I felt retarded. You know what I'm saying? Just doing it once, I felt retarded because the whole situation was unclear. Like Shorty said, I'll talk to you, but not that way. But then there was all types of mixed signals, bro. If there are mixed signals, just go with the negative. Go with the negative option. So if Shorty's sending you like positive signals, but she's also sending you negative signals, trust the negative signals, bro. Trust the fact that she don't fuck with you. Even if she does, and she's just trying to fucking confuse you, trust that she doesn't fuck with you and that she hates your guts. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of trouble, my niggas. It'll save you so much fucking trouble. Because the alternative is, oh, complete and utter waste of your time or jail.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers out here getting used up and then thrown away too much. Bro. They need to wise up. I'm telling you right now, if you're talking to a girl and then you just stop like starting a convo, watch that watch that conversation go from 1 hour to 3 days to fucking 5 months and then years. They don't care. They have multiple people talking to them, giving them attention. You're just one of those people. That's it. People give out too much energy to people that receive so much. I'm telling you, the shorty that motherfuckers would talk to, stop initiating. Stop initiating. What? Wait for her to initiate convos. Wait for her to bring up topics. That shit gonna be dry. Why? Because she's not interested.
Yeah.
Never was.
If you
What
got
she was actually interested in was the conversation itself, not you. Texting. She was interested in texting, not you.
yeah.
Yeah, what was you about to say?
I'm saying if Shorty like if you gotta carry a conversation with Shorty, just off of like first impression, if you gotta carry is rap, right? That's why I don't tell niggas like don't like cold approaching shorties. If you're talking about in a romantical sense, you trying to like get at a shorty. Don't ever just walk up to her and say, "Hey, would you go out with me?" Blah blah. Like, no, bro. You gotta bounce. You gotta bounce off each other first. You gotta bounce off each other first. If she don't bounce off of you, stop talking to her. Done.
Called mutual interest, bro. Mutual
Literally.
interest.
If she like a lot, bro. Most of these niggas, the majority of these niggas in this gen, that like they're trying to force some shit with a shorty. They're like trying to convince her or business sale, pitch her themselves, trying to like make a deal with them to for them to fuck with them. Like or literally just lie or traverse some type of fucking game in order to make that fucking person fuck with them. Like, what? You got me fucked up. That's the most retarded shit I've ever heard. That's an illusion. My gosh, people are in love with illusions these days. Like, you're not in love with her, you're in love with the idea of her, you're in love with the relationship, you're in love with the illusion that you've built up. And she doesn't fuck with you either. She fucks with the illusion that you've built up.
It really
Y'all both gonna live in fucking fantasy land until the day you fucking divorce and then have your money gone and then you had kids with a woman you don't love. Great.
that's fine. If you can have like, kids with someone you didn't love or don't love anymore, but you had kids with someone you can't even work with because you were so obsessed with the trying to make it work part. And then it's like you didn't realize it's not trying to make it work. It never worked in the first place. People don't understand that shit. You can have kids divorce, or you can work with the person and you can. Like you can make plans, all that shit, make sure they grow up fine. If you can't even do that, and there's so much animosity, even though like some shit really happened, like that, like animosity makes sense. If you can't work with someone that can't put animosity i- to the side when it comes to the kids, what are you doing? You know that person. You knew that that was the case. They didn't fuck with you like that. But you still tried it. You still forced it. You still said, yo, this, not a third. Guess what happened? Your life ended up shit because you looked for the wrong things in a partner because you were trying to make them fit your mold. Whatever, bro. It's just like, I don't even know, bro. Because literally, if people literally had the mentality like, okay, what I need instead of like what I feel. I'm telling you, there's so many people that back then they married people that they didn't like. They just like or didn't love. They just liked them. They were okay. But because they wanted family, they wanted stability in their life, they wanted a partner. They they settled. They settled with what they needed, what was possible, what they had in their vicinity, had all they ticked all the checks, and then their family is fucking like big as shit. Their family big as shit, successful as fuck. They went through all the trials and tribulations in their relationship, and they're cooling. They are old as fuck together because it's not about what you feel; it's about what you see, what you hear, what they're doing, bro, and what they're willing to do. What are they willing to do? Because if it's not that, it's not worth it. You get me?
Yep.
It's like, hey, it's easier said than done. But it's the fact that it's never said. It's never said because that's not what they look at. They're looking at, oh man, Kim K got a nice ass. I need that. And they're grown ass 30-year-old men, or oh man, Chris Brown. Let me a picture with him. Let me rack up 1,500 so I can fucking get a picture with Chris Brown. Fucking 34, no, no fucking husband. 35, no husband, no kids, no nothing. Not making nothing going on, but they're more prioritized with fucking 50, racking up $3,500 so they can fucking take a picture with Chris Brown, bro. Really? That reminds me of the story where Shorty was getting married or got married, and then had a crazy picture with Chris Brown, and then after that, she showed text on the next slide of the Instagram post. It was an Instagram post. Oh, he said, "Yo, you're Chris Brown," just jokingly. She said, "Yo, stop playing. You know it's Chris Brown on some shit." Really? Your whole husband? And these motherfuckers will take it. They don't care because they think they have to settle for some bullshit. That's not how settling works. Settling means like going against like your own like beliefs to a certain extent. It doesn't compromise your standards, whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Speaking on that, I really lost respect for men, bro. Like so much shit that just happened lately. I just like I can't respect these. I can't defend these niggas like I used to, or I don't have like the, oh no, these bitches are lying. I no, bro. I don't have that no more, bro. No wonder women just trash us and disrespect us and all that type shit, bro. Cause like some of these niggas really just not worthy of respect. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you? Half the time, I'm like, these niggas, bro. Like, it's like that radio show, Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Shorty calls this nigga talking about, oh, I don't want to go on a second date with her because, oh, I almost got attacked by some random nigga, right, over her. And then she comes on the microphone and she comes on the call and she starts saying, "Oh no, he's not my boyfriend. He's just some dog I gave pussy to." So, according to her logic, a human being who she values as a dog, right? That person is worthy of her pussy. That person falls into the criteria of somebody who she would have sex with, who she would give up her lady bits to, right? But at the same time, he's just a dog though, right? And he's just a dog that's willing to attack you over said pussy. Like, and then the nigga hears that. Oh wow. Oh wow, really? Like, this guy almost attacked me and battered me over pussy, but it's okay because it's not her boyfriend like I thought. Okay, I'll go on a second date with her. Like, did you not just hear what the fuck she just said? Did you not just hear the willingness she had to just not only like disrespect another human being, but disrespect herself over nothing, like just for nothing. Like she just tossed that nigga pussy, and then all of a sudden this nigga crazy, and this nigga like the whole situation is fucked. Period. Like he's crazy, she's crazy, but you want to get back involved with that just because you know, oh, she's not cheating on a boyfriend or something. Really, really, no
That's
self
worse. That's
respect,
worse. What she did was worse.
no self respect.
Honestly,
No fucking self-respect. And I'm supposed to sit here and defend these type niggas. I'm supposed to say, oh, like these niggas have no self-respect. They make me sick. Talk about, oh, women have had to settle, men settle. That's who fucking settle. I hear that, I crash out. I crash out at you even asking me for a second date. Who the fuck do you think you are? What the fuck? You're gonna move like that? You're gonna do that shit and you think you're worth my time? You serious? I would get pissed off calling me through a radio show on that bullshit. What are you doing? Grown woman, grown man almost tried to attack me over this shit. Like people don't fucking realize you don't play with that fighting shit. I could have lost my fucking life. Why is he trying to fight me? Like, it doesn't matter who. Like a nigga could be straight up objectively weaker than me. A nigga could have way less training than me, whatever, he could still kill me. It takes one punch.
yes.
It takes my head bouncing off the cement. It I could kill him trying to defend myself. The whole situation is fucked. And it's all because you tossed him pussy for no reason. You didn't even fuck with the nigga. And you're gonna say you,
The
you,
decisions, bro.
you know what the nigga said? Verbatim? The nigga said, YOLO, you only live once. I'll fuck with her. What? You only live once shit is so stupid because you only die once, nigga. A nigga was ready to crash out over her pussy. You sped nigga. What the fuck are we talking about? Niggas
The
who are
fact that
willing,
she's so easy.
nigga.
I'm sorry, but like the
Yeah.
fact that she's so fucking easy, not easy, like so willing to give up her body to absolute people, not only randoms she doesn't respect or like, just because just because he means that she's a self-destructive person that literally does things on a whim, and that's a person you want to have in your life. That's crazy. And then you say YOLO. Oh yeah, you only live once. Like you said, yeah, you can die once, and that's herpes, boy. That's herpes, AIDS. Are you stupid? Motherfuckers forget AIDS exists. That's why that fucking Gucci third leg went crazy spreading the virus and shit, because they forgot it exists. And people with herpes and AIDS or whatever like that forget that just because you take medication, and then that technically, even if you have sex raw and she wouldn't get AIDS necessarily, there's still like a big percentage of like he still gets AIDS. Like there's really like a 5% chance if, and plus you don't know if the drugs might not work, or like there's so many like factors going on. Like you have to vet the person that you're with. Like, yo, I have AIDS, I have this, I have this, I and it's 0% right now, but I still have the virus, etc. But you're willing to fuck random men that you don't even know what's going on, men that are willing to fight people over vagina. You think those people are together, DJ?
I hope not.
No,
Nah, I they might be, cause I ain't gonna lie, niggas settle. Like I said, a nigga would experience that shit and stay in a relationship with that. Dead eyes. So I legit don't know.
bro. In my mind, if he crazy like that, he definitely got some STD or some shit, bro. Because he or she does. Because what the fuck is going on? These people have crazy fucking decision making, and then you're like, YOLO, fuck it. You only live once. Some shit.
Like some of these niggas genuinely like no fucked up shit, no like no disrespect shit. Like some of these niggas deserve what's coming to them. Like whether it be death, AIDS, I don't care what it is. Like dead ass, you're dumb. Like natural selection, my nigga. Like somebody pops your tires, somebody shows up at work, tries to fight you, you get diagnosed with herpes, all this type shit. You asked for it, right? You YOLO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like YOLO, right? YOLO,
Mm-hmm.
YOLO. You only live one, nigga. You only have one dick. You only have one dick, nigga.
bro, bro wanted to turn his sausage into a fucking rotten, bro. Disgusting.
Cooked, bro.
They don't know, bro. It's like, bro, they don't care, bro. They don't care. It's just that people don't care because they don't think. If you don't think, why would you care? But as soon as you think, you'll care. That's for sure. Because there's actual risks out here for you. There's risks to pregnancy, to STDs, to the type people that you let in your life. Some people you let in your life, they never leave, for better or for worse. That's for sure. And when it's for worse, it's the worst thing that can happen to you because they will be looming over you, saying all types of shit behind your back, trying to even to the extreme, try to press charges on you on if you're a man, for example, press charges on you for sexual assault. They can for a woman, they can bro, they can use their influence as a man or some shit to like have some type of hold on you at your job or some shit. It can be all types of shit. It could be all types of shit. Just letting them in your lives is the worst shit can happen to you. And they don't care.
Speaking of,
They'll fuck their boss. They'll fuck anybody. And then not care about the repercussions of that shit.
speaking of, sex and the repercussions, right? We had the other topic that I marked down here. Is asking for a DNA test upon birth crazy?
Saw a vid about that, and then a lot of women said yes, it's crazy because he doesn't trust you and that and all that. And in my mind, I said, fine, you're allowed to be upset, but you cannot say you can't understand where they're coming from. 40%, like I don't know what the exact number is, a big chunk of freaking kids are being raised by men that aren't the fathers, and they don't know until late in their lives. And you're telling me they shouldn't do that? We don't know what type of situation is going on. We don't know, and why would you tell?
Yeah.
The fact that you are pretending like there's no reason for it is crazy to me, and it shows that they have no empathy or anything. Hell, why wouldn't you? That would confirm that's your kid to the husband and the government. It'd be like, that is the biological father. Boom. Now it's down packed. You get benefits for that shit. The fact you have something to hide literally is telling. It's telling. And I feel like if a man has to get a man shouldn't need the consent of the woman to get a DNA test. I feel like they should have the right off rip, it should be a full on right. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it is or not.
I go lie.
It
I feel
probably
like
isn't.
I feel like before you can even sign the birth certificate, that shit needs to be confirmed. Cause a bunch of niggas, like you said, a bunch of niggas, they got their name on that birth certificate. That's not their kid. So that doesn't by law that doesn't even make sense. By law, like a child's birth certificate could literally be wrong, right? Off rip could be wrong. From the day they were born, their birth certificate was signed by someone who was never supposed to be on there. Like that
You know
just
what's funny?
that literally just doesn't make sense.
You know what's funny? In one state, I forgot what the state was. You don't need to have the guy sign to be acknowledged in law to be the father. You can put a random guy's name and he has to take care of the kid.
Ridiculous.
They don't give a fuck about men. They don't. They like the law never did and never will. But people keep pretending like that's not the case. I literally don't know why. Men have always been bottom of the barrel, but people want to be like, oh no, but like these women, like yes, we all have struggles. Depending, it's like a cookbook. Like everybody got a goddamn different recipe, but like they completely disregard men and then act like men are robots or some shit. Like I literally saw yesterday a post about, yo, do men get body dysmorphia? Like what? Motherfucker, what? Like who do these women think we are, bro? Some robots, bro. That's what they think. Like what the fuck? What do you mean? Do they get body dysmorphia? Like, the fuck? Every day they don't even know if they're worth their life is worth it, bro. Just off they're not working harder. But they but you're talking about, oh, do they have dysmorphia? Are you stupid? They have such a warped view. But like I swear, if a man has a warped view on women, it's a death sentence for everything they got going on.
The thing is,
I'm just saying.
bro, their rebuttal would always be like, "Oh well, who built that system? It was men. Yeah, men that aren't us. Like men that aren't the men. Like what are you talking about? Like that's like that's like you're getting pissed that niggas that I don't know, you're getting pissed at me, right? So you're getting pissed at me that niggas that I don't know who just happen to have the same genitalia as me made a system that disadvantages us both. And then you're getting pissed at me because I have the same genitalia as him. Make that make sense?
Like I said, everything has a different recipe. Just because you are a man doesn't mean you're the same man as the other guy. It's rich men, it's politicians. They screwed us both. They're bad at men, but they shouldn't be mad at men. They should be mad at the government, but they want to be mad at us.
Yeah, and then they glaze the government. And then they get the government to raise their kids. I'm gonna be a single mom. No, nigga, you're working with the government. The government is giving you money. You're getting all these benefits, all that type shit. You're married to the fucking government, nigga. The government, that patriarchal, evil ass government that supposedly fucks you and ruins your fucking your rights and took away everything from you. That is who you're depending on to take care of your kid. Goofy.
Yep. And this is what you flex on, like, oh, I get government, I get money from the government through my baby daddy, and he gets screwed over. Fuck men.
Fuck
And then
men,
like
though, right?
the
Fuck
next
men.
post, and then the next post, she's like, oh, it's so hard to be a fucking single mom. Like what?
Yeah. At the same time, she's raising a son, but it's still fuck men, right? Like literally, like sped.
Crazy, crazy. You
Like
know that happens a lot, right?
yeah,
They
that
hate men, but they raising a son. Fuck.
cooked. That kid is cooked. I ain't gonna lie. That kid is actually so fucking cooked. Like they want it. That's literally what the government want. That's literally what all those rich niggas want. They want you mad at groups. They want you mad at groups of people. They want you mad at certain people, right? They want men mad at women. They want women mad at men. They want the races mad at each other. They want all this type shit. They want all these different groups to believe a certain thing about other groups. When the only group we should be concerned is those motherfuckers. And it's not about what color they are. It's not about what gender they are. It's about who the fuck they are and what the fuck they're doing to us. It's always a
Yeah.
ideology thing. It's always a idiosyncrasy, like all these fucking idiosyncrasies about people, all these stupid like, oh, the color of your fucking skin or your genitalia. It's never about what the fuck the motherfucker actually doing.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's the
literally
reason why you're right.
stupid. All these bitches, it's the same feminist bitches that be like, oh, we need to fight against racism. You have the same mind as a racist. You have the same mentality as a racist, except switch skin color for genitalia. You dumb hoe.
Yes.
Like, like what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Facts though, I ain't gonna lie. Right. It's literally it's the same shit, different context, different context matter.
Like
But it's the same. Yeah,
I saw a post of a woman calling like the next generation of men like, oh, like Gen Alpha is gonna be raised and they're gonna end up all like little Hitlers. And then in the comment section, she talking about, for everybody calling me a sexist, stop defending men. Literally, I could switch that shit and make it sound, apparently it's all the same, but I could switch that shit and make it sound a million times worse. Watch. Oh, stop defending black. I know y'all calling me racist, but stop defending blacks. Now all of a sudden it's fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
fucked up, right?
Yeah. It's all cool when it's men, but like when it comes to other shit, oh boy. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. That's a crazy double standard, bro, or whatever you call it, bro. I forgot the word. That's crazy. Like at that point, bro, it's just like, yo, I feel like I feel like men are too in like they're too like I don't know how to say it. Like you can like they could like I don't know. They group mentality. Yeah, they do have group mentality on certain topics. But when it comes to like shit like that, they become very passive, very timid to like because they don't want to be looked like sexist. So they allow this type of behavior until it eats them up because eventually it comes to other shit. And it like it corrodes their mind over eventually because now it's like fucks with their self worth, man. They're like, bro, I'm worth nothing, all that shit, and then like off themselves, but they don't understand that shit. Hell, I've seen like like not a study. I mean, a bunch of women like all the time talk about female struggles, and then they always have to bring up a man and how a man it can never amount to their suffering. Every time, it's weird. It's like they want to one up men.
It's just
You're
it's
tripping.
you ain't tripping. It's really like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like reasonably, why would I be pissed at like a group off what like it just like logic. Like if you think about it deeper than like tribalism, right? Because like it's a tribal instinct in humans, sure, whatever. But like if you just think past your instincts like you usually do, like anybody can do, like why the fuck would I get pissed at this group for like be, because of because of what one of them did? Like so many problems can be avoided by just not doing that. It's not even about what I want, like, oh, I want to hate the group. Even independent of that, it's like risk management. Like, okay, if I hate the group, like, what will that amount to? Like, what will, can that snowball into something out of control or just bullshit, or like just no like no logistics. There's no logistics. It's all emotion. It's the same shit with the man versus bear shit. It's all emotion. It's no logic. It's no cohesion. It's no there's no fucking there's no civilization here, my nigga. Like y'all are fucking monkeys, bro.
That's so real because literally off that argument, it really showed to me how much I just don't believe in humanity no more. Because literally, civilization would never be a thing if there was never like incentive or survival at a grand scale. They keep looking at at the exceptions and the worst, and then think that the worst is what reflects the whole group, and that is literally what they do for racism at every level. That's what they do for discrimination at any level. But when it comes to this type of discrimination, everybody's fine with it. When everybody's fine when it's a man being discriminated about because they're men, even though we wouldn't be here without each other. But you want to completely disregard that fact and demonize men.
The shit makes no
Crazy.
sense to me, bro. Like the shit genuinely makes no sense to me. Like and this like we can get into like the femcel and the incel discussion, because like, bro, with the like with the incels, I know the word, like I know it's supposed to come from involuntary celibate, but my nigga, if you didn't hate women as much as you fucking did, you probably could get some coochie. Like most of these niggas are just mid, like they look normal, right? They're just not getting coochie because they fucking hate bitches. Like they hate women. They hate them. That's why you're not getting shit. Talk about involuntary. What do you mean involuntary? Can anybody voluntarily get sex whenever they want? I mean, I guess you could say women, but at the same time, it's like you need two people. So it's like when people say, "Oh, like I'm voluntarily celibate," like that shit only works in my head if is if you're in a relationship, because nobody is promised sex, nobody's guaranteed sex. That shit makes no sense to me. So like when these niggas act
I'll
like,
agree.
huh?
Sorry, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you when you said incel like transcended that because technically nobody is an incel really. Like unless you really can't like for example like you are paraplegic.
Yeah,
I feel personally like the sense of the word changed
yeah.
because literally I feel like when you're an incel, like you can be like, oh, I have money. Let me go to a random strip club, pay a stripper to fuck me, and then boom. Like you can do that. That's a method. Even though it's like fucked, like you can get herpes, all that shit, and it's morally like, come on now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can do that. Like it's not voluntarily. It's literally more like relationship. It's more like you cannot speak to a woman and you're fine. They will avoid you even before. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like you can't be in a relationship with a woman,
Yeah,
even if it's friendly, romantically, or professionally. You have that problem. It's way more crazier than sex.
yeah. Like most of these niggas just getting in their own way. Like it's really their attitude towards women. It's either hatred born out of like just not getting it, being able to pull, or it's like idealization. Like these motherfuckers act like these women are a whole different species. Like they're not even human. Like they must be like interacted with in a certain way, or like, and they act like this shit
Yeah,
a
they do.
puzzle, like a video game. Like, oh shit, I must, if I'm going to approach a woman, I must be guaranteed to get her number, or there's no point. And that it, like these niggas are just
Okay.
screwed.
I say you have to interact with the opposite sex, no matter who you are, a different way because it's true. Like talking to a woman as a woman is different than talk to a man and you're a woman. That's different, and vice versa. And it's not like different to a crazy extent. That's the thing they're trying to do. It's like they're making it it's so different to the point that no, actually no, you're right. To the point where they think that they're they are entitled to they're entitled to someone's attention if they put effort in what they're doing. Like for example, if they talk to a woman and they put all their energy into it, they think they have the entitlement to get any person's like attention
Y-
because they put so much effort. And
Yeah,
when they don't get it, they are very like hurt. They're very like
crash out.
they feel strongly about it and then crash out on the internet or whatever and then change their mentality and they identify as an incel
Mhm.
and they go into like the women are the problem. Oh, I deserve pussy or some shit like some shit is
Yeah,
whack.
like I had a point, like I had a point where like I was with a shorty and I just did not get, like I tried my best. I literally did the best I could in that relationship, and I didn't get anything out of it other than experience, right? We need that XP type shit. But I didn't get anything that I actually wanted out of the relationship. And the shit I realized was like, if shorty don't fuck with you, she really just doesn't fuck with you. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Like, what really made it click for me was when like I saw all these women, right? I saw all these women get beat by their husband, get done dirty, get destroyed. And of course, there's a bunch of destroyed. Uh that shit reminded me of Deji's dog.
Yeah.
I need to focus.
Oh
Uh
my yeah.
no, but of course there's other factors going into that relationship, like the woman's self-esteem and shit like that. But what I peeped is that women will literally trick themselves. They will convince themselves into fucking with a nigga on their own. Like you personally, almost, it's almost as if you personally as a man don't really have to do much to get a woman, if she really fucks with you, to get a woman to convince herself, to trick herself. Oh, he here are all the red flags that he's done. but I'm just gonna ignore that because I fuck with him. Like it's the same example of like flirting. Like a ugly ass nigga that she does not fuck with. Oh, that's harassment. A nigga who like is her dream man could literally grab her ass in the middle of the public, and then she's just gonna let that shit slide even though he's a stranger because he's her dream man, right? I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. Like shorties will literally lie to themselves for your sake, for your case. They will build a case for you in their own head if they fuck with you that much. So no matter how much effort you put into a relationship, my nigga, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Do you want to do that for her because you care about her? Do you want to do that because that's your principles? You would do that no matter who you were with. Type shit. What you do should be determined by you, bro. Unless she asks you to do something specific for her for the sake of the relationship, okay, within reason, okay. But what you do is
I
on you, my nigga.
I partially agree with you because honestly, I feel like it's more like if you want to do, I feel like you have to think of the other person. But it's like this. It's like when you want to do something, you want to do something, buy something, um, um, anything. If you think about her, like okay, oh, she'd like this. She'd like us doing this. Oh, she'd probably this down the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you do things like, oh, I need to buy this so the relationship keeps going. Oh, I need to do this so that the relationship keeps going. That ain't you're not doing it for the relation with her. You're doing with like you're doing things not to have a good relation with her. It's to actually have the relationship be up in the first place. Like I don't want to explain. It's like having a house, right? You have a house, okay? And then like you get the house, and then every single moment, oh man, like you do like makeshift. Oh, this pipe burst. Let me put some tape on it. And then oh, this fucked up, so I got to do this, nine or third. Every single time. That ain't that that is not sustainable. You're not doing it because y'all like each other. It's like because at that point, when y'all go through rough patches, the whole house is gonna fucking blow to smithereens.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no stability. Like if it was a complete house and then you have to do a little management here and there, you can put furniture here and there now because oh you think oh yeah it matches the house. Yeah, now it's good. But now that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? If the house is the relationship, if the relationship is fucking fucking so much energy just to keep up in the first place, when you go through rough patches, is going to fucking break down because people mentality is like, oh, I need this to keep up the relationship for that person because, for example, it's not about what you think she would like. Is oh yeah, she needs this. Oh, oh she needs that $40 million ring, promise ring, bro, or she's gonna leave me. What? Am I tripping?
No, you ain't tripping.
Like does it make sense to like the topic like you were talking about?
Yeah. So it's really just like it doesn't matter what you do, man. Like these niggas be coming up with plans. They be listening to these like I remember this black guy. There's this black nigga, and he's like he's giving advice to niggas, and he's asking for their builds, and he's like, oh, da, da, da. Like most of the niggas that come on his calls and shit that he tries to give advice to, they need to work on their life, let alone female, right? Let alone a woman. Like, what the fuck is a woman, my nigga? You like, you're cooked, jobless. You like, what do you like? You're not going to school. You're not working. You're cooked. You're not. You have it. You have any ambition, aspirations. There's nothing you want to do, right? I'm not saying you need to become like some super high level nigga, whatever, but or even aspire to, but like you need to do something. Most of these niggas don't do anything. Like that's the problem with most of these incels. They just complain, and it don't do anything. They're just like the women. They're just like the women they complain about. Complain. Don't do anything about it. Don't go into logistics. Don't do anything for themselves. Just like they'll do the bare minimum to keep themselves alive so that they can dedicate the rest of their time in life to complaining. It's pathetic.
Exactly. And that's what that I think that's the difference between voluntarily, because literally that's not your full life. They surround their life over sex, like they're not sex, but more like women, like they or in the lack, no, the lack of. They surround themselves in the lack of women and the fact they don't want to interact with them, and they surround their lives over that shit. And then the difference with voluntarily means that they don't, and then they keep it pushing, and they still live their lives. They still trying to get that house they wanted, or get that car they wanted, or this on the third. They keep it pushing. They keep it pushing. That's the difference. They're stuck in the past. You're trying to go to the future. That's it. People like that, they don't even live. They don't live well. Fuck the
I don't
women.
understand.
Fuck all that shit. They don't live well.
Yeah, like I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with them. Like that's the type of shit that makes me wonder. Like, have they ever talked to a woman before? Like this shit is not like crazy. Like that shit is just like their mentality eludes me. Like this shit is just not crazy. Like this shit is not like hard or bad or like stress inducing. Like this shit is like it's because they're always thinking of like mating, like relationship. Something's gotta amount. Like I gotta get something out of this. I got like yo, like like a human
And when
being.
shit,
Like they don't see them as human beings. That's their fucking problem.
yep.
Like half the
And then when
population,
shit don't,
like for them, half the
yeah.
population is like their dream girl or their life or their breeding vessel. It has to be that. It can't be just a fucking person, my nigga. Like just like that shit's
The
just so
worst part
fucking
is,
confusing.
the worst part is when they go through that mentality, it go wrong because clearly, duh, guess what happens? They're always like, "Oh, but I was a nice guy, though." No, you weren't. You're not a nice guy because you were leaning on her on a certain point, like you were ready to like put everything on the line because you're desperate. And then that's not being nice. You want something from her. That's not being a gentleman or nice, like you say. Come on, they capping, bro. Like they keep capping, like they're like it's really just two sides of the same coin, two peas in a pot. You feel me?
And it's the same. It's literally the same thing for. It's literally the same thing for the fem cells, bro. I don't know why you got to put fem in front of it. Like it's just it's just a female insult. Like you can get into a relationship, you can talk to men, you can interact with men, you can do all the. I apply the same logic. It's just fem cells. They act like they're a little like they act like they're a little bit more special than incels. They act like they're like the cream of the crop, and like niggas just don't know. Like shut the fuck up, please. Like please, bro. Genuinely, please shut the fuck up.
That's the thing. That goes for anybody, no matter who, what they are, right? Motherfuckers will look decent. You come up to them or they come up to you, they open their mouth and they're fucking straight bullshit. And then when they don't have any fucking interest because of that, they fucking think, oh yeah, everybody's whack. Oh, no accountability. Like, bro, you like people don't understand. You can go from a 6'7", you look nice. You're a 6'7", you nice. You look nice. You good. You know what I'm saying? You can go from that to a fucking negative 44 so quickly. As soon as you open your mouth and start talking, they don't understand that though.
Like for
The
me,
difference with men,
no,
the
go ahead.
difference with sorry, with the difference with men and women, when the women goes from a 7 to a negative chicken 500, they'd be like, okay, cool. That's for the fucking. That's not for the for the tough. And then when that shit happens, they're like, how did that happen? All men are trash. Oh, they just want to use me, sir. I mean, ma'am. Well, they talk like sirs, even though they look like ma'ams. That's the problem. You pull up, you're like, yo, bro, give me that dick. Like,
Oh,
what?
whoa.
That's no, it's true. They talking crazy. It's not attractive unless some guys are into that. Like some like, oh yeah, I like studs. Okay, that's another shit. That's another
That's
shit.
some juicy
You
shit.
got that shit, got.
Some juicy.
Bro, I don't believe him though. I don't. but I don't know. I don't believe him, but like when he opens his mouth and talks about it, bro, he sounds like a freak. So it's like you're inclined to believe. It's like, bro, I don't believe him, bro. It's like, bro, I know it happens because yo, there's so many. photos of fucking pregnant studs. It's like, bro, what? You could swear they like women. Like, what's going on? Hey, man, they like dick too. Like, let's stop talking about that. Anyways, what were we on again?
Fem cells, incels. I go like we can move on though,
Yeah,
because
yeah. We were off topic at that point. Talking about Drewski and shit. Oh, did you see Juicy disking Fresh and Fit?
yeah. And then the fucking fresh and fit niggas crashed out. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I found that fresh and fit shit entertaining, right? Because they were really like, like the bitches they would bring on, and then the way they would make fun of them. I found that funny, but at a certain point, they became the joke. Like, nigga,
I think I never watched them. I never watched them. I never really understood that type of stuff. But I feel like personally, I feel like what happened was they made them look stupid all the time. They started to think that they were smart, and
Yeah.
that's where they got
Yeah.
fucked up.
No, you described it perfectly. You even watch it, bro. Like at a certain point, it just got too far. Like, they kick the bitches out, the bitches say some dumb shit, they check them on it, cool, right? It was entertaining up to a certain point. But then they just started like disrespecting their lives. And then it was and then Fresh got exposed for getting a bitch pregnant and then being a deadbeat. So like
Bro,
Fresh,
I'm not surprised, bro. All the red pillars are fake. They're cappers. The same shit they advise against is the same shit they be doing all the time.
yep.
They're like, oh yeah, um, fuck these hoes. They ain't doing shit or whatever like that. Right? Okay, fine. But you are going and fucking these um, whores.
Like the same whores that they bring on their show and disrespect right after they have sex with them. So like, what the fuck is your point? Like,
Exactly.
the
And it's not like, oh no. It's not only that. It's like, okay, you have sex with him. No, they have full on relationships. Bro, the girl he got pregnant, he was in a relationship with her. And there was information that she was like a hoe and shit like that. Why are you in a relationship with the same people you advise not to tough and just hit and quit? What the fuck is wrong with you? I know why. Because you're a red pill. Red pills are the same people that love the same people they hate.
and the thing
Amen.
is too, on top of that, bro, there's some other red pill niggas. It's like that nigga I mentioned before, the big muscly nigga that be telling niggas how to like, he be on call with niggas and he be telling them, oh yeah, like this how you like you gotta fix your life. This is how you get a girl, right? You gotta talk to women, all that type shit. But like I've seen videos of that nigga walk up. I've seen videos of that nigga walk up to women in real life and that nigga has no riz. Like he literally scares the hoe. So it's like uh nigga fries me, man.
It's because when you come into a conversation with preconceived notions, you're not gonna come in truthfully. You're gonna sense that shit. Anybody would. He was probably saying a bunch of words that he thought was cool because in the manosphere, yeah, those are like my mentality will attract because I'm an alpha male. If you pull up with that type of mentality, you're of course you're pulled up cooked. Of course they're not trying to be around you. Duh, repellent.
I go like that shit only gonna work on certain people, bro. Like eh, bruh, and even then it's not even gonna work. Like take my girl for example. Shorty walked up to me and then she was like, oh, like she yapped about some shit. She yapped about some shit. She had a bad day or something, and then she was like, "Oh, do you want to be my friend?" And I said, "Yeah." Right? Type shit. Right? That's only gonna work on certain people. But if she said, "Oh, do you want to be my boyfriend?" I would have literally disappeared, like despawned right there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy to say to a stranger. Even friend is like, okay. It's like, yeah, friend. But it's like you could have just said like, yo, like give me your contacts or something.
Yeah, the friend was a stretch. I ain't gonna lie. Like she was lucky I was in a good mood. But like, yeah, it's like usually if somebody walks up to me, I don't care how good looking they are, and they talking about like, oh, like you want to go on a date. Even if they bad as fuck, and I like I'd want to like be with them or smash or whatever. I would genuinely have to sit there and think because I don't know you. I don't know who you are. So like,
Exactly. Then you think, am I getting set up? Like, what's going on?
not
What the
even
fuck
just
is
set
going
up.
on?
a complete stranger just what I don't know anything. Like there's millions of possibilities. So like it takes a certain type of person to say yes, right? And then like to instruct niggas to just go up to females and just out of the blue, like, oh yeah, just ask to go out with her. Like that shit's just like it might work, might, but like what are we presuming? And it's always going to be a presumption. What are we presuming is the likelihood of her saying yes? Like it's so like unconceivable that there's just no point in fucking doing it.
Exactly. Yo, literally, I feel like there'd be a better fucking track record if they went into conversations with the intention of extending them, not trying to get that. Like for example, like pulling up to a girl and be like, "Yo," talk to her, chop it up, and be like, "Yo, like I want to, like you're interesting. I want to talk to you more. Like give me your socials." Most of the time they'd be like, "Yeah, why? Well, they like attention, so yeah, and they're interested. Okay, fine, good." But like you trying to like take interest, okay, and then go straight for the kill is crazy.
No,
That doesn't
he
make any
not even,
sense to me.
bro. He not even going like the shit he was doing was so fucking weak. The shit he was doing was so fucking weak. He not even going for interest. Like he literally just asked them, "Oh, where are you from?" And then from there alone, just off of knowing where they're from, he didn't even care where they were from. Let's be real. The nigga just said, "Where are you from?" She answered, and then he said, "Okay, I'm gonna take you out. Like I want to take you out." Some bullshit. Like the nigga, that's not Riz. That's not Riz. That's just
Bro,
dumb. That's
he
stupid.
doesn't know how to look. He doesn't know how to have a conversation. What the fuck?
The nigga thought just because he asked where they were from, that shit would have like done anything. Like you just padded it. You just padded your shit. You didn't actually develop any. Nothing happened. Nothing happened in between you walking up to her and asking to ask her out. Just literally filler, and then you acted like that was enough to like convince her of anything. like, like,
Yo, that's the thing. That's the thing. If they have enough interest to start the convo with you, you have to show interest in extending that. If you show no interest in extending it, you'll be like, okay, he's not here to talk to me. He's here to do other shit, like other like whatever it is. Like they'll have like they'll think of like they'll think that you're there for negative reasons, and they'll just not interact with you anymore.
yeah.
Like you came in there with intent, not intentions, more like because everybody comes into something with intentions. More like came in there with expectations.
Hmm.
Like, oh yeah, she will do this, she will do that. Like it doesn't matter what I say. That rubs people the wrong way, no matter what context you're in.
I go if I was a woman,
It's arrogance.
if I was a woman and a nigga walked up to me like the way he did to those women, I would genuinely I would genuinely think the nigga like trying to traffic me or some shit. Cause why are you so pressured? Like you're putting so much fucking pressure, my nigga.
Right.
Stop.
What the fuck? Yeah, I wouldn't even blame you. What the fuck? It does sound like some
Like the words
childish
he's
shit.
saying, like, where are you from? And then from there it's like he's trying to like get into it like a romantical situation, like, oh, like let's go out with me, like I'm gonna take you out. Like whoa. Whoa.
Right.
You gonna set me up? You gonna like fucking pick me up for the date? And then instead of actually picking me up, you show up in a van and like five niggas come out and then they just grab me. Like what's gonna happen? Like, like no shit, they reject you, nigga. At that point, it's not
Yeah,
even a rejection. It's like self preservation. Like they don't know who the fuck you are.
exactly. That's why I never like. For example, like I feel like a man should never go straight for the kill off rip. I feel like they should talk so that they want to extend convo. Like be like, yeah, like it's nice talking to you. Like I want to talk to you more. Or like, oh yeah, like what's your contact? Like I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can learn more, be actually know the person more because if you be like, oh yeah, let's go on a date, where you'd have or like what type of person you're dealing with, it's like, is this a waste of time? You know what I mean? It means like it gives the other person like, oh yeah, like he's interested in me, and like not the thought of like going on a date and then fucking me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But whatever, right? He's a risk god, right?
yeah. He's the ultimate Rizzler. He should totally be giving people advice.
You're right. You fucking idiots, bro. They don't know how to come, bro. Literally, I'd go to Mile and say, you conversing with someone in a way like that, like of course we're all it's different, but like you can how you get to converse with a random man could be similar to how you converse with random women, even if you want a romantical situation to pull up. Am I wrong with that? Like you should come in there proper normal and not have
Dead ass.
intentions on your sleeve.
Dead
Like
ass.
if you have your intentions on your sleeve, you're fucking up. I don't give a fuck.
This is said proper normal. Like it's dead ass, bro. Some of these niggas,
You feel me?
like I see the way these niggas quote unquote Riz. It's like it's not Riz. It's I don't know what else to say but stupidity. Like, what do you expect a person to say when you walk up to them and say, "Hey, I like your shirt," and then she says, "Thanks," and then he says, "Hey, you want to go out?" Like, what?
They think, yo, they watch Duke Dennis and think, oh yeah, like no. What happens if he has like this is the thing, mutual interest. If someone has mutual interest to the point that like you know damn well if you just ask for their number and like you're good. I've never seen a Duke Dennis clip where he's like, "Yo, let's go on a date." I never.
Of
They
course
keep
not.
saying shit and then like come to a conclusion like that's how it is. Like no, I never saw one clip of like anybody like that. Like oh yeah, they get shorties. They always like oh yeah, let's go on a date. Like after like 5 seconds or some shit.
You, you know, I realized like a lot of men, maybe not all, right? Maybe not all, maybe not even most, but a lot of men, without even knowing, they be having shorties have interest in them too, right? Even if it's not as much as I don't know, fucking Duke Dennis or something, right? They would have like shorties look at like shorties. It's not only men that be looking at shorties, like shorties look at men too, right? And like I observed that shit. I've been in the gym and I've seen like shorties look at another dude, like at a dude, and then that nigga is just completely oblivious. And it's not even like he's like super handsome or something. He's just a regular guy, and then he's completely oblivious to that shit, utterly. So I be peeping that shit out in the wild, like visibly. I can see that. Like a lot of these niggas, if you just showed, like if you just realized or just became more aware of the shorties, I'm pretty sure a lot more mutual interest could happen. It's just a lot of these motherfuckers just completely oblivious. Like you said, Duke Dennis, there's no clip where he actually gets to talking with a shorty and there's no mutual interest. Like he never has to go out of his way to like convince her or whatever because there's always it's always them fucking with each other. Like it's always
Yes.
mutual, right? And I feel like
And then
I genuinely feel
sorry,
like that shit happens more than we realize. Like you don't have to be a Duke Dennis. You don't have to get wrist tip of the day, right? Although the wrist tip of the day
yeah.
is shut the fuck up, because most of y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. Like, like you don't have to get none of that, none of the advice, none of that. You just have to be a normal fucking human being. You have to peep and you have to pay attention to who's fucking with you, right? And like be aware, because women are not gonna walk up to you most of the time, man. You just gotta accept that, and you just
There's two things. There's two things I peep. One, even though it's glazed to say, oh yeah, Duke Dennis like analyze Duke Dennis shit. I don't give a fuck. No. As soon as Shorty gets disrespectful, he's like, oh hell no. Lets them know that yo, you're wilding and says have a good day. And then he keeps it pushing with someone else or he keeps it pushing with his life.
mhm.
That's what just because she bad doesn't mean she got the right to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing. Two, this is the thing, bro. People forgot what Riz even comes from. I I and his group made it up. You know where it comes from? Charisma. What does charisma even mean? It means that you have a natural attract. you naturally attract people with your words. Like you have like a certain type of thing you do with your words and how you speak to people that just attracts people positively. Period. It does not matter who it is. You just have a natural charisma. So that means that's why I said how you treat women, even though and men should be similar, basically, if not damn near the same. Even though women are different from men, it should be in the fact that how you carry yourself needs to be fucking proper, normal, um, um, like interesting or interested in the person and what they're saying, etc. Like just social cues. It has nothing to do with what you're saying. Oh, you know, you bad as shit. You bad as shit. I got some rocks and shit. I got a GT. I got a goddamn. What do you call it? A GTR or some shit. You kind of fuck with me, bitch. Like what? That's not Riz. Or like we're talking about some. Oh, where you live? Oh, you live there? Oh, I bet. I'm trying to get you to the best spot, to the best sushi spot. It's like 5K just to be there. That's not Riz. He's opening the 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 door like, oh, he's a simp. Okay, good. I can manipulate that shit, get a good meal, and keep it pushing.
Yo, literally.
Stupid,
So at the end of the day, niggas don't treat women well. All right. Next,
bro.
next, fucking.
Oh, I'm not saying one last thing. It's like one last thing, one thing on that. Like literally, all everything starts with character building. Nothing will work unless you work on yourself. Period. You're not gonna attract people to you, or people not gonna be attracted to you. Period. If you don't got your shit in order, no matter what you say or what you do, if you're not stable, you're not getting in that house. You feel me? If it's a crooked ass haunted house, I'm not getting into that shit. No matter how sweet the fucking promotion is or the act, I'm done,
All right. This is our final segment. It's a Dandadan situation. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be brief on my part, bro. Shit is dumb. Period.
bro. It literally stupid as fuck. Um, it's like it comes to a point like this is the thing. I don't think Twitter humans are real. I don't think they're real people. Like they're stupid as fuck. And like it's like they're treating it like it's a like this is the thing. This is the thing. As art progress and all that shit. Like how as an art in itself isn't supposed to conform to what you think is right or wrong. Like unfortunately, but fortunately at the same time. Like I don't want to say like a lot of stuff artists do you will not agree with. You will not agree. And sometimes it's like damn near obsessive weird shit, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as a person, you have the right to not consume something.
Right.
If you don't like something, you'd be like, oh, I don't like it. And I keep it pushing. I don't support it. That's fine.
Hmm.
Like, this is the thing. It's like, so they say this shit, right? They like, oh man, it's so wrong. There's racist to Japanese people. Oh, the black people are obsessed with race switching. Bro, when I saw bro, there's so many goddamn like oh if a black person saw a black character get switched to white, they freak. Bro, yo, did you see the Huey the Huey or whatever his brother or some shit? They turn him white or some shit for their profile pic. And I'm like, okay, nobody cares. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. A black character turn white because a white guy using it. Have you seen that,
Yeah.
DJ? Do you care?
No.
You know why? Because you looked at it, you probably like, okay, it's cool, or that's not cool. And you kept it pushing. And then they're trying to pretend like they don't know this shit. Bro, I swear to God, Japan is racist as fuck with their art. Some artists like pertain black Afro Americans, Indians, white Americans, whatever. They have all types of stereotypes going on. And you know what happens? People don't like it, but as a whole, they like the show. They're gonna keep it pushing, or they like the manga. They're gonna keep it pushing. Or if it really irks them, they're not gonna consume it any further because they're adults. Like I don't get it. They're trying to like push a narrative of like, oh, you have to cancel this, you have to remove this, or you're not allowed to do that. If that was the fact, then I don't know where we would be at. because art help in any form from singing to whatever. Art in itself help push anything. Even if you didn't agree with it, it helped push certain things for better or for worse. Because I ain't gonna lie, art helped a lot in, for example, let's just say example like slavery and shit like that. Art art form helped a lot pushing narratives on like we have feelings too, or this, that, and the third, or like pushing like black excellence, like oh yeah, we have this type of music, this type of third. A lot of people didn't agree with it. They called it devil's music, all that types of shit. Guess what? Right now it's celebrated. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the same time, there's another aspect of people that make, for example, comics. They do comics that are racist. They make people look crazy. I've seen it all the time. You get what you guess what I do? I say that's fucked up and I keep it pushing because it doesn't pertain to me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like it makes no sense. Like I don't like I live like I I don't care about oh we gotta cancel this. Bro, it can be disrespectful. Anything can be disrespectful. I can disagree with it, but I won't make it fucking a detriment or illegal or some shit. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
That's how they're talking.
The thing is for me is like, listen, I don't live in Japan. I don't know that much. I don't know that much about Japanese culture, right? I'm very like when it comes to Japanese stuff, it's very my sight is very narrow, right? I'm only going in through one medium or two mediums, right? I'm going through anime, I'm going through manga. That's it. Other than that, I've got no tap-ins with Japanese culture. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I really just got 2 points to make. I'll make this first point, then I'll make the nail in the coffin, right?
Okay.
These motherfuckers don't know, like these motherfuckers don't know what racism is. The 16-year-old girl who made that original post of turning Okarun and Momo into black people, right? It's they pretended, maybe not pretended, maybe they're so delusional they actually believe this stuff. They acted as if she drew that. That 16-year-old girl drew that and made them black in order to make the characters quote unquote better. Doesn't make sense. That never came out of the child's mouth. By the way, it's a kid. That never came out of the child's mouth. That never, like, nobody insinuated that. And if you had some kind of previous experience where an artist made Japanese characters black and then claimed that now the characters were fixed or better, that is that individual case. That doesn't apply to the 16-year-old who explicitly who never explicitly stated that she was making those characters black in order to make those characters better, right? Moving on from that, they were acting as if this was some sort of Asian erasure, which doesn't make sense because unless the original mangaka turned turns Momo and Okarun black the next chapter of Dandadan, that's not Asian erasure. Fan art isn't Asian erasure. Fan art is going to like especially fan art like that is going to like just disappear after a while or just not be, it doesn't matter. You blew it out of proportion, now all eyes are on it. If you don't want Asian erasure, why would you bring attention to something that would have never gotten as much attention as you gave it? It doesn't make sense. The mangaka
I,
himself
I
did
have
not create the art that you are crashing out over. He didn't make that. He's not causing the Asian erasure. He is not purporting this shit outwardly throughout millions of people. Millions of people did not see that. Well, okay, well, on Twitter they did, but Twitter views are inflated. Anyway, the amount of people that watched Donadan is not the amount of people that saw this little kid's art that would have, like, it would have, what would it have done? It would have made like one person racist. That's a fucking stretch, even at that. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like logistically, logically, that's not Asian erasure. Because the original art still exists, and the original art, the canon art that is true, that is in actuality, they are Japanese. Simple. Then you have the
I
fact.
have something to add, or I have something to add on like the exposure. Like, ain't it crazy to you that the biggest thing that exposed the show was negativity? Like you, like do they not understand that like the exposure is them claiming racism and then being racist themselves? There was a lot of good points I saw, but a lot of them were just about a bunch of racism being like, these people shouldn't be in this community. It's time to start trying to like gatekeep that community off another race. That's what I've been seeing. It's not even about the fucking Dandadan shit no more. It's just a bunch of people being racist now.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
and that's
At
all.
first, I was liking the arguments, but like, fuck.
Ultimately, that's what it just amounted to. Like these people aren't trying to defend their people, they're trying to defend the Japanese people. These people are just racist. They view black people as less than. They view Dandadan, they view Momo and Okaron being turned black into them being turned into lesser forms. That's ultimately that is what is being revealed, that they are just racist, right? Because a lot of the points made are, oh, the black culture is all about stealing, so no wonder you it, what is there to be stolen if it's fan art? They can't steal the manga from the mangaka and then turn the characters black. That's literally not possible. They don't have the power, they don't have the facilities for that. And that's not even what the kid was doing. So a lot of assumptions were made.
Even if
Probably.
she, sorry, but even if she was doing it, so what? Y'all do the same shit. Literally, there's literally a fucking example of like a game literally stealing African culture right now. Literally African culture, but for like a new stage, everybody has that African culture, but they're all fucking white, colored people because they think that if they made the characters black, it would fucking lose sales or some shit. Dead ass.
So yeah, it's really just racism upon the Japanese people. They claim racism, but they're just racist themselves, right? If anybody who's actually genuinely experienced racism, like have you been in the street and been called a nigger? Like that shit happened to me multiple
Oh
occasions.
shit.
Like that shit happened to me multiple occasions. Like I'm probably gonna have to edit that out, but whatever. This shit, like that's racism. Like I don't do anything at all, and you like attack me and call me out my name. That's racism, dog. Somebody coloring Huey and Riley as white people does not have anything to do with me, other than the fact that I'm black. I'm black, and that's the only like link between me and that whole situation. And even then, I can choose whether that link affects me or not. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. But this is my nail in the coffin. You see how they're so passionate about, oh, Momo and ISA Momo and Okaron got turned into black kids, blah 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 blah. They got beef with that when it's fan art, when it's not even canon to the manga, when it's not even freaking real, right? It's not real. The mangaka didn't create that, so it's not real. It doesn't amount to anything. But we got in Oshinoko, right? That show, that manga, Oshinoko, Japanese guy gets reincarnated and he comes out of his mother's womb. So his hair ain't dyed and he's not wearing contacts. He comes out of his mother's womb as a Japanese person, out of a Japanese woman. In that anime, he came out of his mother's womb blonde and with blue eyes. But if white people crashed out on y'all and were like, "Look at them, they're stealing our culture," you get upset, right? Right? Oh, where are you going after that mangaka for drawing Japanese people as white people, as a white person? What Japanese person is born blonde with blue eyes? None. If so, rare. So listen, turn that energy to actual mangakas who are actually you that is actual genuine Japanese erasure. Because why is the Japanese guy blonde, Aryan? Why is he an Aryan? Why does he have blonde and blue eyes? A legitimate mangaka with a popular manga is erasing your culture right now, but you want to attack little black girls on the internet. That's who you are. It's as simple as that.
Fan art, bro. For fan art. That's the thing I don't understand.
Your own people want to draw your people as Aryans. as people with blonde hair and blue eyes, as Aryans, and claim that's Japanese. That's who Japanese people are. Your own people with far more influence and reputation than that little black girl, but you want to attack her on Twitter. Bet, bet.
That's the thing. That's the thing. From how I'm talking and what I believe in this situation, I feel like they shouldn't care about that. If he comes out white as fuck, even though he's supposed to be Japanese, that's fine. All he needs to do they do is ignore it and be like, and if they want to talk about it, you're just like, that's weird this time or third. But like at the end of the day, they will not have an outrage. That's fine because it's art. That's what he did. You don't need to like it, but you have to be that energized when it's a black character. That doesn't make any sense to me personally. No sense to me
I'm telling you
because
right now.
you can avoid this shit. You can avoid that shit easily as fuck. It's not the end of the world. Like they're acting like it. It's because you're not comfortable with having anything to do with black anything. They're saying, oh yeah, but it's like race switching. Okay, art, you're not supposed to agree with it. It's just art. You interpreted it the way you want. And if you don't like it, then you can just not fucking consume it. It could be the most racist, the most discriminatory shit ever, the most horrible shit ever. Don't consume it. Don't consume it. If it doesn't break laws, don't consume it. And don't try to make it that it's like taboo or some shit. Because if that was the case, oh man, oh man, yo, at that point, just give the government full control over art and let them implement rules and shit so that art becomes the same shit over and over again. And if it goes astray, then you go to prison. At that point,
At that point, that's not even art, bro. At that point, that's not even art.
I ain't saying personally, I ain't even saying like personally. I don't know about you, cause like I don't know. Personally, if I was you, I wouldn't even fucking be like pissed. I wouldn't even care. I don't even care about none of this shit because I can look at it, not like it, and then keep it pushing. It's not the end of the world. Even if they do critique it, you can critique it, be like that. I don't like this type of art because this sound a third. Okay, but they are literally going into a hate raid for this shit. Why? There's so many instances in art that is way more, way more fucking crazy. Literally, y'all fucking anime, goddamn anime Ron, and then the fucking even anime in itself, how they love to make inclinations on rape. They have an obsession with all types of fucking crazy topics. But y'all are, like, this is the straw. This is the straw, bro. The West loves to paint Japanese a certain way. Like the skin color is where you get all that energy, all that hate. That's what I don't understand.
Bro, I'm gonna keep repeating this, bro. At every race, like they're just gonna have some type of special beef with black people. That's what I've gathered from this world. You could be anything. You could be well, maybe not native. I mean,
That's cap, bro. I feel like they're gonna have special beef. People will have special beef to people that they think are below them. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. So many groups of people got done dirty in this world, from African to Indians to fucking all types of bro, Native Americans. Yo, you can go on and on, but every time they are below, they're considered savages. All that fucking bullshit, right? Since they meet each other and they took advantage of them, all types of shit, because they think they're a little below them. It is what it is. People need to realize you have to stop trying to make people that they think since the beginning that you're below them, that they should be your friends or some shit. It makes no fucking sense. Just accept the fact that yo, the group as a whole, not the people, not every person is like that, but the group as a whole since the beginning don't fuck with us. No matter depending on what type of group you are, and then keep it pushing and work in accordance to that. That's it. Because like, yo, I don't. This is the thing, bro. For example, if they like did some shit on like did some weird shit on some Indian or some Native American, something like that, anything like that. right? For example, and I so happen to be a person like that. I am allowed to say some shit, but at the end of the day, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm allowed to say some shit, but I'm not gonna like go on a hate raid and be like, well, I hate white people now, and I hate white people and how this, that, and the third, and how they're so comfortable to that defeats the purpose. It's like me being for example, it's like a BLM activist being racist to white people. Remember when that shit was happening?
Yeah,
That's contradictory. You claiming racism on Japanese people, then you in yourself being discriminatory makes no sense. And I'm not talking about the people that were making points on why this is like weird. And I'm like, yo, I agree with them. There is some weird with race switching to a certain extent to me that makes it that like I don't consume that content myself. But I will not accept the most of the shit where it's straight racism. Like what? And then people are praising them like heroes. That's the thing that's fucking me up. Like, why are you praising like heroes for being toxic like this?
it's literally Twitter, man. This shit ain't happening in real life. Like a group of people out in public, this shit ain't happening in real life. Period. It's the screen that makes them comfortable. Nobody moving like this. None of these motherfuckers moving like this in front of a black person. They be stupid too. They know not to do that shit. And the thing is, here's the thing. In order to be congruent, like I said, you'd have to get mad at Oshinoko and the author of that. You'd have to get mad at so much shit in order to be congruent within your own culture. You'd have to get mad at so many things. You'd also have to get mad at fucking all those gender switching arts. Or like they draw Gojo as a woman. What can I make a tweet? Because you're so right? You're so correct in your beliefs, right? So it's okay if I make a tweet. Hey, I'm a man. I'm not some Disney character. You can't turn me into a woman, even though I'm not Gojo, and that shit does not apply to me. We only share the same genitalia. Like, like, like this shit is just like you want to hate. Like you want to hate. You want to hate. It's just simple. You want to hate. You want to. You have a deep seated desire to. You found target. You found targets. It's not about the art. It's not about the art. It's not about black culture. It's not about Japanese culture. It's about you. It's about you, and it's always been about you. And it's about the hatred in your heart. That's what it's about.
Crazy, bro.
Not that
It's just
complicated.
crazy. Like, it's just crazy how like people are so like. For example, for example, if I go with a point of view of like a Native American of like all types of places, like Native Americans, like South America or America or whatever, and then like they not steal, but like they take inspirations from that, right? They take inspiration, they take all the culture, and then they create a whole new world with that culture, where like they're not them. They have uh blue eyes, red hair, and then like like but like blue eyes, red hair, and they're white. But it's the same culture, and it's like a video game or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be pissed, and you know what would be their response? It's just a game, bro. And they do that a lot. Japanese people have a lot of gaming industries, and they do that shit a lot. And guess what people do? You know what the Western games do? Any game company does. It's just a game, bro. It's just it be grateful that we took inspiration. What? Are y'all not mad at them? And that's not even what the girl said. If that was it's a similar conversation. The little girl, the 16-year-old girl, like you said, I didn't even know she was a minor. She didn't even say anything. She just did it, and she keeps doing it. Even though you're like, well, she keeps doing it, and like that means why are you assuming anything? The whole you know that assumption. You know how much that like people went crazy over some. Oh, why are you assuming my gender? Why are you assuming this? Why are you assuming? Why is it okay to assume shit now? Man, I'm done with this shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This stuff
It's
annoying my ass
literally
most
Twitter,
of the
bro.
day.
It's literally Twitter. When I saw that shit and I saw how many likes it got, bro, That's why I knew, like, okay, yeah, this shit just not real. This shit just not real. There's no way normal. Like, none of these people are normal. None of these people like you can't convince me that y'all got happy lives. Like, y'all like not miserable. How are you moving? Like, it's like you said before. You can peep that shit and you cannot fuck with it. You guys were literally crashing out over it, or on some racist clan KKK spiel.
Put $1,000. I'll put $1,000 that they're hypocrites by saying the same people that probably say that shit probably got mad about Deku not being gay. I'll put a K on it, boy.
Yeah,
I'll put my fucking K. I'll put a K on people that I like those comments and like the people that was talking like that. That it didn't. It sounded like, oh, they agree with the points. They agreed with like the negativity and all that shit. Watch them be the same people that were mad that this character wasn't gay or this not a third or oh, there's not enough representation with this not a third. Man, shut the fuck. I'm done with this shit.
this shit is
I'm
literally
done.
dumb because we can stretch. You know how much that off rip all this entire situation was based on a stretch, on an assumption, on a, oh, okay, so they're doing this, therefore okay, I can stretch too. You don't want me to stretch. I could stretch this shit and make niggas look crazy. I could stretch this shit, make this nigga look, make everyone involved look crazy, right? We can talk about how there's like all these different types of racism just off the basis of the conversation. But like, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna make assumptions about you. Like, I'm gonna assume that you're a miserable person because because like your musings and your speech and the way you talk and the way you communicate is miserable. It's disgusting. I'm just gonna make that assumption. But as far like that assumption is my own, right? That assumption doesn't affect you. That assumption isn't bullying a fucking 16-year-old girl off the internet, calling her the hard R, saying her people are a bunch of thieves, right? Your assumptions amount
You're
to hate,
critical.
like to
Keep
hatred.
stealing from. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They keep like it's like how you gonna call people? Oh, they always steal, and then you do the same shit. There's multiple instances of that shit. That make no sense. I'm sorry. You can keep going. Like this makes no sense, bro. You're no better than nobody.
Like I'm pretty sure
Everybody
like
does
a
bullshit.
lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of like some of like the Japanese fashion and streetwear is based off of like Black American fashion over here, like over here in North America. Like they got a lot of shit from America, the Japanese, and they don't want to admit that shit. I don't know what's up with them.
I don't care. Because really, like, I don't care, bro. I just why I don't give a fuck. It's really a brain fuck. It's like a brain fart. It makes no fucking sense. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of people saying bullshit at this point, and they know it too. They don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. Even if I told someone 2 plus 2 is 4, and they said no, it's 5. Everybody agree with it, and then like they and now if 2 plus 2 is 5. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't
the,
give a fuck.
the shit that doesn't make sense to me is like, at what point is it? At what point is it like Asian erasure? At what point is it racist? Because what if the little girl made like two completely original characters, and those characters were black, right? And then they just put Momo's clothes and Okarun's clothes on them. Would that have been like, I don't get it. I don't get it. At what point is it racist? I feel like
Oh yeah,
because couldn't you
you're
argue
gonna go.
like couldn't you argue like
Sorry. You're gonna go to this point. You're gonna go to this point. I'm sorry, but
mm,
like, listen. You're gonna get to this point. Black people are black people. If you're black, if you're actually no, fuck it. If you're a minority and you're not white and you cosplay as a certain character in Japanese, that's racist. Boom. And I've seen that. I've seen that before this shit happened. I've seen that happening all the time. People are like, "Yo, you're black. Why are you playing this character? This that." But every time there's a white girl, they're like, "Oh wow, nice cosplay." White guy, oh yo, nice cosplay. Huh, okay, man.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, that clears shit up, bro. Because no matter what, like as long as they were wearing Momo and Okarun's clothes, oh, it's racism. It could have been completely original, because the assumption, it's always the assumption, it's always the stretch. Could have made that nigga fucking 7 foot, put him in Okarun's clothes, and then put a girl who's also black wearing Momo's clothes. See, they're turning them black. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
I don't know. I'm just done with it, bro. That last topic literally took my brain cells. I'm good. I'm done.
I
I'm done with the bullshit.
I don't like outros, but this is the end of the pod.
Fuck Twitter. You